Good morning. Well, we've spoken about it is appropriate to have special delicacies for all the meals of Shabbos. What if there is a food which one prefers? Or what if one only has the means to make a nicer meal for one of the meals? Which one takes precedence? Is it the night meal or is it the day meal? The Gemara in Pesachim on Daf Kuf Hey Amud, the bottom of Kuf Hey Amud Aleph going on to Amud Beis says that if one has that kavod yom v'kavod laila, kavod yom kodem, that in fact the daytime meal actually takes precedence over the nighttime meal. The exception, the Gemara points out, is in regards to Kiddush. The Kiddush of night takes precedence because that is a mitzvah midoraisa. However, when it beyond the Kiddush of night, the proper meal and the delicacies actually take precedence during the day. In fact, the Rashbam writes that im ein lo yayin harbe l'seuda megadim yanichim ad hayom, that if one doesn't have a lot of wine for the meal or one doesn't have a lot of delicacies, he should save them for the day. That really the daytime meal is more of the priority over the nighttime meal. In fact, the Maharshal in the Yam Shel Shlomo was very disturbed from the fact that people tend to, he says, equate the two meals or even prefer the night meal. However, he writes, that is incorrect, and really the daytime should be better. In fact, he goes so far as saying that he made his own gather, he made a fence for himself. He adopted his own practice not to eat fish at night, because that way, no matter what he had at night, he knew there was his favorite, and the most chashuv, most significant food was to come during the day. Based on this, the business marshal, the Shari Tshuva, writes that if one has a particular food which they like, then in fact it is appropriate that they should not have that at night, they should save it during the day. So if there's a particular piece of meat or fish or something which has a special chashiv, a special significance for someone, it is appropriate to make that for the day. Sometimes we're in a situation where we just chap a kiddush and we'll eat, that'll be maybe our Shabbos meal or something similar, but we should make sure that it is appropriate, proper meal. It becomes very easy to prepare more for the night meal and just chap the Shabbos day meal. But the reality is that the Shabbos day meal actually should be nicer even than the Shabbos night meal. In fact, there are those who suggest that this is one of the sources for having cholent during the day, because it's such a chashuv meal, it's such a chashuv food that it becomes such a staple in our homes for many of us, that it is appropriate to save that as a special delicacy for the day. So again, both night and day need to have oneg and kavod Shabbos. If one has particular food or particular enjoyment, it should actually be saved for the day more so than the night. Have a great and respectful and enjoyable Shabbos.